sound, and I thought,
you mean
how interesting.
The falling sound yesterday?
No, just now, just recently, of hearing, allowing the reception to come in, and where is it coming from, and where is it? And I thought, how interesting, because I thought, is it the vertigo that's not accepting top to bottom, and just mostly from side?
Yeah, so that
and
might be.
But yesterday when we were on the ground, I couldn't be complete because of the vertigo. You know, because once the right side, once I'm doing it, my head's at a certain angle. I can't be.
So with
I shouldn't say I can't. It's not that I wasn't trying, but it was very difficult.
Okay, so with issues with that, that's why I'm going to demonstrate modify. The rolling and pouring, again, is a tool that has infinite applications in which you do it at lots of different speeds, lots of different robustity. Some rolling and pouring might be you just roll for about, 3 hours onto one side, so that you're meeting the little bits of yourself that get tight, and then pause there to begin to reorganize to how can I let go, how can I find the weight, how can I find the fluid body, and I'll demonstrate that. And more about that. If you do, you don't want to go really fast.
Right.
Pausing right here because my neck is starting to take over, and this globe of my head is saying, I want to drive the show. In order to move into the deep intrinsic of omnidirectionality, I'm going to switch here. I'm still a little stiff this morning. I'm going to make a little platform, and I'm going to just be with rolling and pouring of the sphere, of the skull, and the rib basket. So it'll take a lot more time. There's not one bit of the sphere of my skull that I'm not taking the time to feel the pouring or the skin of my skull making contact with the blanket. And that's using my imagination to feel the container of my body. That's my skin. And I can change that perceptual play and go into the content. And that's all of the muscles and bones and the nerves and the blood and the guts, and you put them in the blender and you have your shake in the morning. It's back to the primordial ooze. There's no differentiation. So here, my rib cage was taking off. And I'm going to find this volume and this weight. And find this volume and this weight. It may take me into odd positions. Or I may want to just keep my knees and let the pouring happen. Here's my knees. To support me in pouring the content. And then sometimes, it's like a hard-boiled egg. It all feels tight. So I have to crack, 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 until you get the membrane underneath, and that's kind of fun too. But not if you have vertigo. Vertigo again, you might want to very, very gently stay with a little bit of support, feeling the orientation while you feel the weight in the body.
So you look like your muscles are not driving anything. You're letting your
Fluid.
Your
Good. I was hoping you'd say that, because I don't feel my muscles when I'm doing this.
they're not engaging at all.
My muscle, the complexity of the concert of choreography, of which motor units are being chosen to do these movements, nobody could graph that. There's no kinesiology that could, okay, now it's flexing 4 degrees and moving to the right, da-da-da-da-da-da.
And you're not thinking about
I'm not thinking, and
engaging
that's the offering, that the perception and the imagination of, first of all, the skin or the container and the content, and imagining the fluid body as beginning with a sense of weight pouring, is then organizing the movement from that perceptual, imaginative cue.
So last night I had the experience of feeling in the container that I could feel the weight of my muscles on my ball.
Yes.
Is that what we're?
I think that's a big, yes, that was a differentiation. You mean you could feel them,
Just, yeah.
oh, hallelujah. Did it feel good?
It felt different.
It felt different.
It didn't feel good or bad. It was just an awareness.
A different thing, yes, yeah. Yeah, in my experience, and it sounds like you could imagine it as you were watching me, the known body is unknown to me in that moment. It's not a body anymore, it's a ball of moving something. And I love that disruption of clearing the slate again, and then as I'm sitting here, I have a nice plump feeling, and I have much less kind of squeaky in one leg. Yeah. So you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, so find yourself a little pad and take up as much space as you can. And
Have a blanket if you need one.
blanket, yes. Blanket.